Hey, greetings folks, Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today we have a SEBO K3 unboxing. Now, I have a previous video on the K3 done in 1080p, and it's just a quick review, really when the channel was more getting started. So we're going to go kind of in-depth in this unboxing, and as you know, I do what most people do in a review in just the unboxing alone. However, I've got a pretty good idea how this machine interacts. I own both a K2 and a SEBO D4, so I have both the power nozzle and the body of this cleaner in my collection. This one is a cross between the two, where it has the electric power head for wall-to-wall carpet, but it has the compact K3 body, or K-style body. The detail put into the box alone is something I appreciate. Now, one other Easter egg of this box is you can actually pick the vacuum up by the vacuum cleaner in this box, which is kind of nice if you want to put in your car one-handed. Let's go ahead and unbox this. Now, before I get any further, I want to mention, if you're looking to purchase one of these, definitely go to your local dealer. You're going to get a longer warranty. You're also going to get the ability to touch and feel and make sure this is the right cleaner for you. I'm going to put a link below to the SEBO dealer locator. I highly recommend you go there. Now, if there's not one in your area, I'll also have a link below to this vacuum on Amazon, where you can purchase it there for the same price you would at your local dealer. All right away we're greeted with some advertisements. Right here we have an advertisement for the SEBO Disco, which is an interesting hard floor polisher. And you can see they have it on the end of the K and the Felix. We also see here an advertisement for their dry cleaning powder. I do recommend this. I'll have to do a full review on this. This is just something I'll have to add it to the list, but it is excellent dry cleaning powder. I would highly recommend it, and it smells nice. Speaking of smelling nice, there's also SEBO Fresh tabs. These really smell good. You can cut them in half if you don't want to use the whole thing, but this makes sure your vacuum smells good every time you turn it on. And it's kind of nice. I have one of these in pretty much every vacuum in my collection. If you're interested in my collection, I'll have a link below to that as well. All right, let's see what's in the box. First of all, we're greeted with our dusting brush already attached to its holder. We're greeted with a new style of their wand. And this new wand is stainless steel. The old one was chrome steel and plastic, so a little heavier duty than previous models. The packing of this is just very German and perfect. We have the hose. Just so you folks know, in the future, the hose is going to look slightly different than it does in this video. However, it might take up to a year from the time this video was posted for those newer hoses to get into circulation. We have the documentation of the machine. We have an extra vacuum bag. And they include this because the first bag, you're going to go through that right away. This bad boy is going to clean up so much of what your previous vacuum left behind. They also include these caps, and this kind of shows that it's an older model from SEBO, but these caps seal up the bag. Now let's go ahead and look at the rest of the machine in the box. We have a Visselwerk, genuine Visselwerk, classic hard floor tool. We have a SEBO ET1 nozzle in matching red. Then we have the machine itself. Just beautiful. And installed in the machine comes one vacuum bag. There's a shot of everything included in the box with the SEBO K3 vacuum. We have the hose, the wand, the hard floor, the ET1 power nozzle for your carpets. You have a dusting brush holder and clip assembly, your upholstery tool, and your crevice tool. Now we're going to start some assembly. First off, by showing you where all the tools go. The crevice tool hides right there, out of sight, out of mind. The upholstery tool goes up here, and one thing I want to note that's a little weird about the upholstery tool, you'll notice it has a square fitting. You must use it with the crevice tool when you want to use the upholstery tool. Kind of a quirk of the K3. The wand just clips into place. And next we want to deal with the dusting brush. You get to choose where you want the dusting brush. You can actually clip the dusting brush to the middle of the wand, out of the way if you want, for faster assembly. Or you can clip this clip up here and move the dusting brush higher. There is a parking space in the rear for your hard floor tool. There's also one on the bottom of the canister as well. So if you're going up and down stairs and need to carry it, that's probably where you want to put it. The hose is just going to clip into the machine like so. And that clips in, and that's going to go on there. Simple as that. Now let's talk about the controls. Cover the power head a little bit later. I do have a review on just the power head itself. This is the standby, not really the on and off of the cleaner. The on and off of the cleaner is actually going to be done with this slider, and then it's going to click right there when it's all the way off. So your speed control is at your handle, which is one of the things that makes this such a fantastic value. The cord on this, when it pulls out, it's going to lock into place, and then you're going to give it another tug, and it's going to go all the way in. Now that the machine is plugged in, when we hit the power button, you'll see the green light appear. Show you how the machine turns on. Everything turns on and off and is adjusted by the hose. Super nice. The power head also has some indicators on it, so let's go over those. So the power head has a button here. This is the switch between hard floor and carpet that turns the brush on and off. Really important. You have a red light. If the machine gets jammed in something, that will flash. A solid red light like that indicates that it's adjusted wrong. You have 1 through 4 in terms of adjustment. This will adjust to most piles of carpet. There are some rare frigés and things this does not adjust to, and really no vacuum adjust to those. You have a nice sturdy pedal release on the back. And then on the bottom of the nozzle, I guess is what SEBO is probably most famous for, which is ease of maintenance. There is a button right here. We can press that, rotate this out, and get to the brush roller. Now the brush roller is top rack dishwasher safe if you need to sanitize it. That goes in, give it kind of a partial turn, and then this is just going to go right back like so. Really easy to maintain. This orange door, this is a clean out door so that you can get into the machine. You can actually get into this section through that clean out door as well. So no need to disassemble this for your regular maintenance. The wand telescopes like so. And when you want to release the wand, you have a button here and a button here. Now you may have heard online that this machine is quiet, and if you're astute, my voice has changed. We're now using a studio microphone mounted about 1 meter away from the canister. Let's go ahead and turn it on so you can hear what the machine sounds like. The machine's quite pleasant, and you could have a conversation in the background. So 40 inches of working vacuum is a pretty good number. Now our sealed suction numbers are a little skewed in this test. You would see right when it got to be about 65 on the gauge, the relief valve would open up, and that valve is there so that if you get a clog and you continue running it, the motor doesn't burn up. But that also means we can't actually test the sealed suction number properly. We got about 65 before it, again, opened up and you saw the meter go back down. So I suspect it might be closer to 70 to 75 if I had to guess. I'm going to publish those numbers as 65 because that's where the valve opens up. I guess the other thing worth noting is there's a full bag check indicator in the form of a light on the body of the canister. You'll see an orange light on when we restrict its suction. Let's go ahead and do a pickup test and see how this machine cleans. Well, I'd say from the looks of that, pretty darn well. Picked up the animal hair, the cat litter, the breakfast cereal, yep, even the fine sand. So I think you'll find that this will more than adequately clean your carpets, if not be one of the best carpet cleaning vacuums you've ever owned. Let's see how the K3 does on hard floor. Again, we got breakfast cereal, animal hair, cat litter, and fine sand. Well, as expected from those working vacuum numbers, that made short work of that. Let's talk about the expendables, because the K3 gives you options. You can buy the bags by themselves, but you should change the filters about every 8 bags or once a year. So they bundle them in what they call service boxes. As you can see, there's 2 different ones here. They look exactly the same, except one says HEPA and one doesn't. What that means is this machine can be upgraded to a intake HEPA, which means the HEPA happens before the motor to protect it. So if you have bubble boy allergies, that's a plus. Let me show you where those filters are located. So the exhaust filter is located right here, like so. And this is probably the equivalent of about a HEPA 10. They don't really rate them for whatever reason. I wish SEBO would actually get some HEPA numbers rated for these machines. The exhaust is then exhausted through this, and what they call the air belt. This is a replaceable part, and I'll put up on the screen, but they have some really wild colors you can replace this with if you choose. Then towards the back, we have the bag and the filter. So this button right here moves the cover, and the cover is attached right now. Now if we look under the bag, we can actually slide the cover and completely remove it if we'd like. And this is where that HEPA filter would go in, but this is the standard micro filter. This is fine for most people with allergies and asthma. It's really good filtration for the motor. Then we can actually see the motor bulging in to the bag compartment. The bag itself is this multi-layer woven recycled plastic, and it just pops in and out like so. Now, the cool feature of the SEBO K and all the SEBOs is if you don't put it in with the bag, you are not going to get this thing shut. And you can see there's a mechanism there to keep that from happening, which is very German. So when the bag is inserted, now we can shut the container, and it feels very solid. And if I was going to describe one thing about SEBO vacuums, is that they are solid. Well, at first glance, that all looks pretty impressive. I think the online reviews and the flawless track record of SEBO stands out for itself. And if you're considering buying one of these, definitely go to your local dealer, try one out. I highly recommend it. I think this is one of the best values in the vacuum industry. Now, this is also their entry-level canister. So if there's something you didn't like about this, the E3 or the D4 probably address those concerns. This is more designed for a smaller size house with the shorter cord and the smaller bag capacity. So thanks for watching, folks. If this was useful, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help us out, since filming premium vacuums is not inexpensive, check out our Patreon, where you can get exclusive content and help support this sort of content. Have yourself a wonderful day.